We have some shocking NBA trade rumors going around right now in the league as the Oklahoma City Thunder are potential candidates for one of the league's greatest guards at the moment. What up? It's Bryson Akins here with another Thunder Digest video for you guys today. Before we get all this though, I just want to take a moment to recognize we're at 554 subscribers. Y'all have been killing these goals I've set out for you guys lately. Like I mentioned though before, trying to hit 600 before our live stream tomorrow with Mavericks Digest. And speaking on that, if you guys are trying to find a way to watch that, it won't be on our channel. It will be on Mavericks Digest over there, so go check them out before game time tomorrow, 8:30 Central Time, wherever you guys are. Eastern, that's 9:30. West Coast, I think it's 2 hours behind, so it'd be, what, 6:30 for you guys there? I'm not the greatest at math. But like I said, if you're trying to watch the live stream there with live reactions and updates to the game, go ahead, watch over there, and don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button for our channel here. Trying to get us to 600 before that live stream. And now we'll go ahead and get into everything that we have to unload with this potential trade candidate for the Thunder. And you guys saw the thumbnail, and you guys might be thinking, oh, is this clickbait? Is this really clickbait or something? Is this really going to happen? No. Book is on the market for the Phoenix Suns at the moment. When I say he's on the market, an NBA executive went out there and said something saying that all the Suns players are on the market at the moment besides Bradley Beal, who has a no-trade clause. And you're wondering, oh, where'd you get that? It's from the Dunk Central with this report that they have here. NBA executive links Devin Booker to the Spurs and Thunder. Yes, you read that right. To the Spurs and the Thunder. The Thunder could be getting potentially what is the best shooting guard in the NBA right now. Now, that also depends who you have as a shooting guard. I personally have Shai and Luka as point guards, or Luka even being a small forward. I've never really seen him as a shooting guard. Shai's a point guard. That's what he's listed at. That's what he is. That's what he naturally is. He's a point guard, not a shooting guard. But even so, he's one of the best guards in the entire league as well. I've never been high on him, but the numbers don't lie. I'm just a Devin Booker hater, but I wouldn't be a hater if he was on the team. I just got to say, and you're wondering, oh, what does the article say? Here's what it had to say. Recently, an NBA executive floated out that the idea of the four-time All-Star joining a pair of Western Conference upstarts, San Antonio has the assets to get him, so does Oklahoma City. And it's really the only way Phoenix can change course. Both the Spurs and Thunder have loads of first-round draft picks to send the Suns' way, which could help restock the asset cupboard for Phoenix after it traded for Durant and Beal. Sorry, words are hard to speak sometimes. OKC also has several young players it could add to a deal. And so you read it there. You read it there. It's potentially just a bidding war between San Antonio and us for trying to land Devin Booker. Now, there are other teams in the Eastern Conference that are interested in him, but I think every team would be interested in landing Devin Booker if you have the chance. And so it really comes down to what's going to be offered, what's the deal going to look like, and it also comes down to Devin Booker having a little bit of a say. When you're getting traded, when you know you're on the market, you do have a little bit of a say on where you want to go. And it also mentions that here in the end of the article, creating a pair of Booker and Victor Wembanyama would be fascinating for San Antonio. Adding the 2021-2022 first-team All-NBA guard to a backcourt that features Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would make a Thunder team that already earned the number one seed in this year's Western Conference playoffs even more dangerous. It remains to be seen where, when, or even if Booker is traded, but the list of possible destinations keeps growing. Now, like that article mentioned, we're not sure if he is going to be traded or not. This is really a shot in the dark. An NBA executive did say that he could be landing there, but like I mentioned before, it also depends what Phoenix wants to do and if they trade Kevin Durant or any of their other players. It really depends what course of action they want to take. Do they want to trade with a team that has a load of picks like the Thunder to kind of restock on all the picks they traded away for Durant and Beal? It really depends what their mindset is going forward. And this kind of leads into what I want to talk about next. And you guys always know I love to talk about it. What will it cost to land Devin Booker? Because I'm just going to be honest. I think it would be better to land Booker than it is Donovan Mitchell. I would rather have Booker on the team than Donovan Mitchell. I know that can be kind of crazy, but I think Booker's the better player. Overall, I think Booker is. He's the star in Phoenix. It's not Kevin Durant. It's definitely not Bradley Beal. The star on that team is Devin Booker, and he's been the star for a while now before those two players even showed up on the team. And knowing that, it will take a lot to try and go after him and get Devin Booker. And you also got to look, were the stats good enough to actually justify several first-round draft picks and two of our star players? Well, when you look at it, yes. It is. All right, he's 6'6", 206 pounds. He's 27 years old, so he's going into the prime of his career right now. Yeah. And so we don't got to worry about where he's from, when he was drafted, blah, 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 blah. But when you look at his stats, 27 points per game, that's 6th in the NBA, 4.5 rebounds, 6.9 assists, 11th in the NBA, and shooting 49% from the field. You know I love my efficient players out there. You know I love the guys that shoot the ball at a highly efficient rate, and Devin Booker does exactly that, almost 50% from the field there. He also shoots well from behind the arc. He shoots well at the free throw line. He is a great offensive player, and I think that would be great for the Thunder to go after and get, because sometimes we are lacking after J-Dub, Chet, and SGA. Now, it's crazy to say that we're lacking, but they're not always on at the same time. It is very rare that you see all our players on at the same time. Guys that can get 20 points a game for you. Shai with 30, J-Dub with 20, Chet with 20. It's kind of tough to see that on a consistent basis, on a nightly basis, where they're all doing that. But Devin Booker, I think, no matter what, even with playing with two other scorers on that team, he was still getting 27 points a game, and it was one of the most that he's averaged in his career. When you look at the numbers here, when you look at how he's been improving, we'll look at that other graphic later. I'm sorry for bringing that up, but that'll be after this one. When you look at it, his rookie season, 13 points a game. He didn't even start the whole season, but 13.8 in your rookie season, that's not bad at all. And then an insane jump to 22 points per game. He started in every single game he played. And then 24.9 points per game, 26.6, 26.6 again the next season, 25.6, 26.8, 27.8, then 27.1. That's the second most he's averaged in his career here in the NBA. And when you look at his shooting numbers as well, they keep on going up. They are consistently getting better, especially his field goal numbers there. When he started off as a 42% shooter from the field all the way to 49, started off as a 34% three-point shooter, and then 36 from the field. Some of that has to do, though, with he is taking more three-point shots now. 6 a game right there, and he's making 2 of them. And he's also taken not as many shots from the field as he did in past years. You can see there 20.9, 20.1, 19.6, 19.5, but he's still taking 19 shots a game, but he's making them at a highly efficient clip, and I think that really helps out the team. As you know, we are one of the most efficient teams in the entire league, in the entirety of the NBA. We might be the most efficient if you go look at the stats, but that's not what this video is about right there. You can go ahead and fact check me in the comments on that. Let me know. I am genuinely curious where we rank on efficiency in the league. But like I mentioned, it'd be great to have him offensively, but it also is going to cost a lot to get him. As I mentioned before, it'll cost some first round picks. Then it's also going to cost us maybe 1 or 2 of our young star players. And if you watched the video yesterday, you know one of them that we talked about is Josh Giddey. Unfortunately, I think that is the player that does get dealt in this deal, Josh Giddey, to the Phoenix Suns, if that's the case. And then another one of our young players, I think that would probably be like a Cason Wallace in my mind that would also be dealt over there. I think those are 2 guys because we have the cap space to kind of handle him if we do that trade, and then we don't do any free agent signings, and then we have to rely on J. Will and Ousmane Dieng off the bench for our big man help there, which I am kind of fine with if we get Devin Booker to replace Josh Giddey in that starting lineup, which I think would be huge. I think it's an upgrade for sure. And some of you guys, I know it's tough to see some of our favorite players on this team go, but however, I think it does make us a better team if we do that. And so like I mentioned there, Josh Giddey and Cason Wallace are probably gone if we do that trade, along with what I would think would be 3 of our first-round draft picks as well, because Phoenix wants some of those picks. And I think one of those would be our 2024 first-round draft pick that we have from the Rockets, because I don't think really any of the players that follow us there kind of fit in our system, especially if we can get Devin Booker. So I think that pick's gone, and then a few for the future when we know we're going to be good and have Booker on roster along with Dub, Chet, SGA, Dort, all those guys. So our starting 5 will get even better. However, the bench might take a little hit there trading Cason Wallace, but I think it's a necessary price to pay, especially if we can get Devin Booker. I'm interested in what you guys think about that too. Do you want Booker on the team if that means we're giving up Giddey and Cason Wallace? Do you guys want him on the team? Or who else do you guys think that we'd be giving up for Devin Booker? What do you guys think the deals would be? I'm curious. Drop that in the comments down below. But like I mentioned before, at the end of this video now, I'm going to just go ahead and mention we're at 554 subscribers, trying to hit 600 before the game tomorrow. I think we can crush that goal So go ahead, if you like the content, you keep on coming back, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel and support the content we make. We'll catch you guys on the next Thunder Digest video.